Wait, what? I just pulled this shit up on Amazon. $21. $21. $21. Damn, I was going through the library today crazy because I wanted to pick like 10 dope clone fragrances that'll speak to the audience. I wanted something fun, playful, a little bit versatile, and I'm also including hybrids as well. If you don't know what a hybrid is, essentially 2, 3, 4 inspired fragrances in one vessel. And I'm looking at the list that I selected right now, and I gotta say, like, there's versatility here. There's sexy, there's summer, there's all season, there's bold, there's rich, there's beautiful. I'm just describing myself, minus the rich. So let's roll my music so I can put you on to 10 amazing clone fragrances you need right now, if you want. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 I'm confident about this list. And since my nose never lets me down,
stop the cap.
sometimes, 𝗙𝗪𝗏's Vintage Radio is one of the first selections that I had to put in there. Easily one of the most sensual, seductive, and mysterious plum fragrances in the stash. It's rare that you have a plum and Palo Santo DNA. This is in the space of Initio's Paragon with its own personality. The fact that this fragrance is available in multiple discounters, including like Amazon, you can probably get this joint in Prime for like sub $40, is crazy because it doesn't smell of cheap quality, and I promise you nothing else in your stash is gonna smell like that, considering that I'm the plum whore on YouTube, because that's one of the most underrated notes, I think. I think that this is a beautiful entry point. It's woody, it's smoky, it's ambery, it's slightly spicy, and it's beautifully juicy. Damn, that sounds like the description of the perfect woman. So I encourage those 𝗙𝗪𝗏 fanboys are looking to implement something juicy, smoky, with a little bit of a woody accent. Check out Vintage Radio, and can't front, the presentation with this kind of three-dimensional old school 50s radio, it's kind of dope. Next one. Now I'm gonna stay on the plum hype, and this is one old school 𝐷UA fragrance that I think is not only in the top 10 of my favorite in the 𝐷UA house, but it also resurrects a discontinued fragrance that I missed terribly, and that's Plum Japonaise by 𝐷UA. Now these are the old school format bottles that they used to have, and this is an interpretive fragrance that mimics Tom Ford's Plum Japonaise, which nowadays on the gray market, I think I saw one literally 100 ml with like $600-700. And yeah, I got one. Not for $700 though. This is like a plum cinnamon roll with dark woods, ambery nuances, freshness, sweetness, but so much sensuality in this fragrance. Plumlicious absolutely took that Plum Japonaise DNA and made it affordable and attainable nowadays, but truly has this fruity, bold, sexually deviant nature about it. When I think of Plumlicious, I think of beautiful Japanese plum wine with a little bit of a cognac floater, warm, sexy vanillic tones, a little bit of a green essence. My God, this is so fucking addictive that just smelling it from the nozzle, it might be my scent of the day. So instead of putting it where the other fragrances should be once I finish speaking about them, I'm gonna put that shit right there. Plumlicious by 𝐷UA. Crazy. Now this next fragrance, I would like to describe it as a cosmic concoction in the cosmetic space serving cunt. Fragrance World Starman Nebula, aka pure malt on a budget. Another discontinued gem. See, your uncle's putting you on to discontinued bowling on a budget fragrance scent profiles. You're welcome. This is peaty whiskey. Whiskey with a little bit of an edge. It has fruity nature. It's got amber. It's got musk. It's gloriously masculine with really solid performance on this super budget fragrance, which lives in that $30 space. See, when I first smell this fragrance, I smell a little bit of like a, there's a whiskey called Talisker. It's got a little bit of a peaty edge, slightly mossy, earthy, but then it has like this bitter orange rind situation, almost like a citrus vessel sitting on top of the whiskey like a floater. And then this mild bouquet of like edible arrangements. Now, keeping in that Mugler's Pure Malt kind of vibe, you get a beautiful patchouli in this fragrance, which not only adds green energy, but it adds a little bit of a soily, dirty nature. It's slightly boozy. It's got a little bit of a mild like espresso vibe. It's woody, it's fruity, it's sensual, it's fucking delicious, and it's a little grimy too. It's a little bit dirty. I mean, if you're a whiskey drinker, you gotta be toxic in multiple ways. So when it comes to affordability and getting a scent profile that you missed because you didn't pick it up in the TJ Maxx days for $30, $50 and now you gotta go on eBay and pay $300 for a Pure Malt. Starman Nebula, great alternative. Damn, I put this fragrance in a few videos already, but Zara's Fashionably London? Bro, this shit performs, and this isn't even the elixir, but it's such a beautiful, jammy, cocktailish, fruity, floral. That is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, generally catered more to the feminine demographic, but dudes, pull this shit off. You can absolutely do it. This is gonna be in the 𝗙𝗓𝗏/𝗙𝗓𝗏 exclusive-ish kind of space. And ultimately, fragrance don't got a fucking gender, bro. If this shit smells good on you, it smells good on you. My grandfather, who was the lord of fragrance, used to wear perfume, or at least was categorized as feminine fragrances, because on his skin, that shit smelled crazy. And it was a compliment beast. He wasn't just a charismatic animal. He always smelled like a straight up 10. So imagine pulling off what's traditionally a feminine fragrance with a beautiful, punchy, musky, cottony, fresh, a little bit of like this soft, woolish fabric softener DNA with a jammy, candied-like floral rose, almost like the Beauty and the Beast rose. I think that's where it was, that cartoon, where the rose was sitting in that glass dome, almost looking plasticky. It has that DNA about it, but with really solid performance for like $50 that you can go to the department store, get a nice fitted shirt that you're gonna have to get a XXL because you're not built in European sizes, and it hugs your tits like a dude wearing a corset. You could pick up Fashionably London, the regular or the X-Straight. The regular is just as good as the X-Straight and it's fucking, this is sick. If I'm telling you it's good, it's good. Shut up about it.
Shut up, bitch.
Now this is supposed to be LV's Symphony inspired. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Island Dreams. A really nice, uncomplicated scent profile. To be honest with you, it kind of smells like a 2025 version of Chrome Azzaro, or Azzaro Chrome. Poppy, super punchy, lemony ginger DNA. Almost smells like a chamomile tea with a lot of zest and ginger slivers in it. It's a slap in the face of ambroxan. It's got this energy, skin-like, aldehydic kind of vibe. A ton of freshness, wildly uncomplicated, super versatile to be a daily wear fragrance if you like a freshy DNA. Now, my only complaint about the DNA is that LV Symphony is about $6 because of a fancy cap and the LV price point for something that is so basic that it's crazy. That's why you can get an alternative like this, which for me, it had about 7.5 to 8 hour performance for a freshie, which is very solid, for like 40 some odd dollars. LV 600, pretty cap. It says Louis Vuitton, or $30 to $40. And it smells the same, and you're not gonna take the bottle and you can drop this shit on the floor and buy 5 more. Do the math. Playful, fun, uncomplicated, super bright, summertime vibes, but more like a citrusy, freshy, musky, ambroxan punch. It's fucking good. Now let's get a little bit bold, dark, and rich, and I've glazed this fragrance a ton too. Ahmed Al-Maghabri Leather. The name will be put on the screen, because for me to spell this shit out or pronounce it accordingly, rough. Dyslexia is real. This is Tom Ford's Tuscan leather with its own personality. It's not a one-to-one to Tuscan leather, but it's pretty damn close. This is more catered to fall and winter DNAs because it has that beautiful raspberry dry leather hide-ish vibe. It's a sexy dry leather, more like a soft, suede-ish kind of hide vibes with a not ultra sour or sweet raspberry note that almost smells liqueur-ish. It's spicy, it still has a little bit of a soapy nature, giving it some vibrancy throughout the overall dark leather component, but this is like man's man shit. And now with a little bit of hype and probably creators like myself, they have raised the price on the fragrance to like $30 or $35, because this shit, I got it when it was like 20 bucks. Performance on this fragrance, I've gotten 9 hours plus. That's on my skin. On yours could be subjective. You can end up with a 3-hour joint. Some of these interpretive brands, their batches vary from performance to performance, which, you know, it sucks. It's kind of a roll of the dice. But then again, you can also pay $150 for a really light designer fragrance that doesn't do shit for you and you can't return it. It's all a gamble. But when I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of the leather 8-ball dude who smacked the piss out of that girl on the train who was like snuffing him up. I don't condone violence, but like the old Chris Rock joke said, I'm not saying he should have killed him, but I understand. That was inappropriate, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So if you want masculinity on a budget, Ahmed Al-Maghabri Leather definitely does it. How do you feel about dates?
Yes, 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 yes.
In a fragrance.
No, 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 fuck, shit.
Fragrance World's the one and only Moonlit Night. This is the Luminous Night, or the One's Luminous Night by Dolce's inspired expression. And this is a beautiful Middle Eastern saffronic date combination. This candy date, sweet, ambery, creme brulee. You can almost smell the crunch of a caramelized sugar date and just hear that little like crystallized sugar cracking in your teeth. beautiful. This fragrance is a balance of warm and fresh at the same time. It's got a smoky nature, beautiful woods. It's got a mild cinnamon dusting in the background behind that earthy date, surrounded by a little bit of a crystallized sugar from that amber, and a little bit of a green garnish on top of it. This is a phenomenal fragrance. You pick up some of the one's DNA in the most masculine, sensual way possible. This can be a signature scent without a problem, and it lives in that $50-ish space when you can find it. Sometimes it's a little bit challenging, but this scent is around. All you gotta do is do your Googles. Wait, what? I just pulled this shit up on Amazon. $21. $21. $21. $21? I generally don't say this, but buy it and buy it fast. $21. Now this next fragrance is not a hybrid, but it's a tribrid of 3 bangers. Creed Aventus, Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo, and Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. Yeah, that's Dua Fragrance's Tux of Casino Elixir. Can you mentally picture that? And what other inspired fragrance clone brand is doing hybrids, tribrids, or quadbrids like Dua? This is a pop of Aventus. So you got a bergamot pineapple opening, followed by the BR 540 candy sweetness, rosy, patchouli, dirty sensuality of Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. Once you know those 3 fragrances are inspiring the juice in here, you start picking up little vibes from all of them if you recognize them. One of the things that I appreciate about the fragrance is the full dry down, where the fragrance goes from sweet, tart, playful candy to dirty, rosy, smoky, woody DNA. So you get a lot of ebbs and flows and different vibes from this fragrance, and then you throw in your pH or your entire fit or your vibe, and then the fragrance starts to cultivate itself around your body chemistry. Now, I don't remember initially, but somehow I'm getting a little bit of this almondy, boozy, licorice kind of vibe from this fragrance right now, adding a little bit of kind of like a old school Guerlain-ish kind of energy, which I don't remember before, and it's kind of like really bugging me out right now, because I'm like, oh shit, I'm here smelling and trying to give you this freestyle description and whatnot, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, I'm getting like mini goosies. I'm not like, bro, shit. It's like a smoked pineapple, like grilled smoked pineapple, smoky incense. Oh, fuck. Ooh. I need to pay attention to more fucking Dua old school shit. Damn that. Now let's get back to one of the spaces that I love, benzoin rich booze. Sleeper. This one's sister gets the most hype, but nobody's talking about Vulcan Sable, which is sad because this is Sandance Jace. It still keeps that fucking wild whiskey energy of this fragrance, and this has sexy masculinity about it. It's a sexy, spicy, woody, clovish, whiskey on the rocks kind of energy. The vanillic nature, the benzoin-ish kind of vibe, the grit, the Middle Eastern spice, a mild clovey energy, beautiful woods, resinous, rich, woody, smoke, body, booze, masculine. Talk to me nice! It's like barrel-aged whiskey on steroids. That's not even a thing, but that's how my brain produces it. It feels boozy, really resinous, really smoky, very masculine, very handsome. Bro, nobody cares about this shit. Everybody talks about Vulcan 𝗬 and its sweet God of Fire vibes. I love Vulcan 𝗬. I think it's one of the best God of Fire interpreted fragrances. At least that's what it smells like on my skin. But Sable? Like for booziness with unique likability? I don't know. You should check it out. And finally, this fragrance DNA is simplistic but extraordinarily well done. Now this is inspired by a Kilian fragrance, which is that Blue Moon Ginger Dash, and that's Dua's Moon is Blue. Yeah, I've given Dua a lot of fucking love in this shit because I was going through my Dua collection. I'm like, bro, there's some fire fucking gems in here, and all the other brands are getting a ton of love, and these shits are like not only unique, but they perform extraordinarily well. Now what I dig from Moon is Blue is that fucking Smirnoff Ice kind of smell. God, when I was a young jit out here in these streets, like buying booze and shit, I was addicted to Smirnoff Ice. I would buy like 2 6-packs, go to the local pool hall where they were definitely selling cocaine in the back room. I would know. And then you see like degenerates shooting up needles. You'll see chicks with their tits all out that are pool sharks taking every dude for every dollar they have. And then they had a private VIP room in the back that you pay like an extra $5 an hour, and you had that shit closed off to yourself. I used to get that room when I was trying to like impress a date, even though they would walk through it in fear for their lives because that place was sketchy as shit. But the VIP room had its own waiter who definitely was wearing Timberland boots and would bring you a hot dog that's been sitting on that wheel for at least a month and a half. C. diff and a wiener. So with Moon is Blue, you're getting citrus and Ambroxan punch with a beautiful Georgie vodka. It's got an airy vodka energy, and when you know Kilian kind of vibes, they know how to do booze, and they like to, you know, sneak in a little alcohol whenever they can in their fragrance. fragrances, and this one is no exception. The vodka here is definitely fucking present, but you also get a huge tart punch with a beautiful ambroxan, airy skin light, mass appeal, Dior Sauvage kind of vibe. It's playful, it's green, it's very effervescent, very sparkling, fun, playful, energetic, party, lively, which is what you want from a fragrance. You want that fragrance to just give you that 𝗙𝗂𝗨𝗥 vibe all around you, so that 𝐙𝐴𝑔𝗍𝗏 can attract your coworkers and just get them hating on you. I miss those days. So if you want something adjacent to Kilian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash, Moon is Blue is a beautiful alternative that'll give you some bright citrus playfulness while adding some clear liquor in there. And we all know clear liquor is better for calories when you're trying to lose weight. I mean, look at these tits. 10 clone fragrances that you guys probably haven't tried, including those hybrids and tribrids that you might want to get your nose on. At the end of the day, like, one of these shits was $21, and that was a random find. I'll have to put that in the description because $21, legit, this bullshit decaf cafe latte, whatever the fuck that was just ordered for me, probably cost that. God, it sucks. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. Leave below what kind of content you want to see, or go to my community board, drop a suggestion. I always want to see what kind of crazy shit you guys want me to record, and maybe I'll take my pants off. I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
Fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.